Oh,
We've
okay,
started.
great.
Stalin.
Are you gonna greet the people?
Yeah?
Are you gonna greet the people?
Nah, wanna greet you. Njani Fifi?
I'm good.
Are you
How
good?
Fine.
I'm alright. I'm
I
alright.
am gonna greet our people. Hi guys.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi
Hey.
guys.
I think we're there.
I'm there.
We're there.
We both there.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
but I did ask you. You said I'm there.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, when yeah, but anyways. Switch away to uyazosilandela ukuthi sihamba kanjani.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hi people, Ninjani. It's your boy SK. We're back again. With Ofifi, the beautiful Fifi Fiona
Again.
Mantata.
Again. Great.
Yeah, we're back again, man. We're back
Hi
again.
guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Welcome to the Love and Relationship Podcast.
Yep.
We're tackling yet another topic
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Which
It's a nice one.
It's a nice one.
It's a nice one. I like this one. I like this one.
Yeah, I see you're
Yeah.
excited.
But welcome back, people. Thank you so much for subscribing. I see we're growing. Kancane, we're getting there. So yeah, thanks for those who watched the previous episode. I wasn't sure about the previous one, but at the end of the day, I think yesterday I watched it and I was like, wow, we actually were touching on important topics.
Issues,
important issues, and it made sense. Ukabona, like you do something and when you go back to it and it's like a therapy to you. You're like, oh,
like
okay.
it speaks to you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So that's what happened with the previous
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and it was beautiful.
I enjoyed it.
I did.
enjoyed it. Well, I enjoyed us having the conversation,
Yeah.
but obviously because you look at the technical stuff, the lighting and all of that, then you overthink the stuff.
That's
but
the thing.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah.
last
So
time, yeah.
that's why I've been pushing lately. Let me just build a team because that's it alter your creativity. It's switch. Sorry, but yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Namhlanje.
Thank
Sebonga.
Thank you.
So today is Kulmangan.
Well, I thought you were going to introduce it
Oh,
since
yeah.
you were so excited about it.
Oh, I am. So today we are talking about friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits.
Yo, what are friends with benefits?
Friends
What,
with
in your understanding?
benefits.
Yeah. Say friends are not with benefits.
With benefits.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the Nang Jabalan.
Spazamiz. So yeah. So friends with benefits.
So I think friends with benefits. I think I first came. Yeah, let me put it like this. I first came into contact with that word when I was in varsity. So
Okay.
before that, I didn't have no sort of understanding of what friends with benefits is. And I think it came up because of there was a movie.
Okay.
There was a movie.
Again, I'm cool. Yeah.
There was a movie, I think it was called Friends with Benefits.
Okay.
And so I think that's where everybody started like understand, like having this term. And I think people used to do it before, but like now the term was official because probably of that movie. That was the first time that I heard about it. And when I asked, which is the basis of my knowledge about that, even now, which what are friends with benefits, it was, it's basically not being in a relationship with somebody, but sleeping with them, basically.
I agree. Yeah. Sorry.
So basically, like.
Siyapila. So you can join in, ask questions,
friends
whatever.
With benefits.
We are talking friends with benefits. Yeah.
So Mina, when the term for me meant you are friends with someone and then you guys start having sexual activities, but without you officially declaring that you're in a relationship.
No strings attached,
and
basically. It's just
friends. No strings attached, we're just friends. And then that means that at any point in time, I can go and have a relationship and you can go and have a relationship.
Sure.
The tricky part for me comes when that happens. So when you now have a relationship with someone and when I now decide to date, what happens to this thing that we have decided on?
Yeah.
So do we continue being friends, just friends, or do we continue being friends with benefits while we also sleeping with our respective partners, like how
What
does
happens there?
yeah, like how does
Sure.
that work? So for you, what are friends with benefits? But how
Yeah,
do you understand the
No,
term?
it's pretty much the same thing for me. It's what you just explained. It's pretty much the same, but it's tricky. Friends with benefits, it gets to be tricky when it comes to what happens when, because in life or in relationships, let's say for instance, I don't believe Guti, you can be friends with benefits till the end. Someone will catch feelings. That's the tricky part. Someone will catch feelings,
That's true.
and you will notice fana noguti when someone again between you guys decide now to have a relationship. The other one will feel some type of way and be like, how manje.
It's like so you were using me,
Yeah.
but that was the agreement from the beginning.
Exactly,
Didn't
exactly.
we
No,
agree on that?
No, it happens. It happens with a lot of relationships. Like no, it's fine. You have someone. No, great. I don't mind. You can have your someone, and I'll just be the side. You understand? So because going back to the friends with benefits, it won't end there. One we're still friends, and the other one would develop my feelings just because of the things you say. You're still saying we are friends, and then I need to play along and be like, okay, see, still we're friends, but deep down, saying my feelings,
Yeah.
and it hurts.
I would have actually expected that I would come up with that viewpoint. The reason why is because we females are
Yeah.
very emotional beings,
Sure.
and I think we've discussed that in length previously. But we are very emotional beings, and once we get to spend a lot of time with you, we start to see your character traits, and I mean already for me to call you a friend,
Yeah,
there has to be a certain kind of a role that you're playing in my life that
Sure.
qualifies you
To be
to
a-
be called a friend, right? I don't know, maybe this is with me because I take friendship seriously. I don't just call anyone a friend,
Yeah.
you know. So there has to be some sort of a role that you're playing in my life or an impact that you have in my life for me to say you're a friend, right?
Sure.
So for me to qualify you as a friend, it means that I love certain traits in you.
yeah. But
Right.
now when it moves to
So now when it moves to us having sexual relations, now it's like already I liked you as a person, and now I have to sleep with you, which on its own
Yeah.
creates a sort of a connection. So now how do I then
back.
stop myself from falling
yeah.
in love with you when
Coming to, you say you guys are emotional beings.
Emotional beings.
We also
yes.
are. It's just sometimes ukuthi siveza kanjani. Mhlawumbe nina you are open with about.
But you guys can say, oh, I can sleep with a girl and not care.
Yeah.
You know, you can even do it with the same person multiple times,
Yeah.
and
So
it's whatever.
I think it differs with. Let's just say it differs with people,
Okay.
because there are
okay.
women who
yeah,
sleep
who
around
also
and,
do
and,
that.
and,
yeah,
and
and
not
they
care.
don't care. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. But that's what you will hear most of the time when you raise the topic
Yeah.
of cheating
Sure.
or the topic about sleeping around between male and female. That's always the viewpoint. Men themselves will always say, we can cheat because we can just sleep with someone and
Yeah.
there's no emotional attachment. While with us, yes, they are, but majority of us, we are emotional beings. Like we can't just
They catch up fast. So do you think ukuthi iyasebenza friends with benefits?
I don't think it works because, like you're saying, someone catches feelings. Someone catches feelings, and also for me, I think when I look at sexual activity in whichever form or way, there's always a health factor involved there, and if you're going to, okay, yes, friends with benefits, all hunky dory, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're sleeping together. and then that means we are sleeping, or we are free to sleep with other people as well. How do I then feel secure? How do I trust? How do I? It's almost like I'm giving my health. I'm putting my health in your hands, because at the end of the day, like, you can go sleep with whoever, and Lord knows where that whoever has been. Lord knows where whoever I'm going to be has been, and then we decide, oh, we're just friends with benefits, you know.
But where do you think that originates from? Like, let's say two people decide to be like friends, but still sleep with each other. Where do you think?
I think people are my opinion.
Yeah.
I think people sometimes are scared of commitment.
Okay.
Some people have a perception that once we start officializing things, then it becomes complicated. So once I start saying we are boyfriend and girlfriend, then there's certain expectations that you have of me. There's certain expectations that I have of you. So it's much better if we just say, you know what, we're friends already. So that means there's a certain level of trust that's established between us.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I don't have to deal with being accountable, because if you want to be in a relationship, you can't be in a relationship without being accountable.
Sure.
You know, you have to constantly explain yourself, basically, to the next person, right? But if we say we're friends with benefits, we're not dating, I don't have to explain nothing to you. If I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I am not, and it doesn't matter who I'm with, where I am. You cannot question me. If we happen to be together in the same space, and we want to do we want to have sex, then let's do that. But I'm not answering to you. If my phone rings and it's another female, it's another male or female, you're not gonna ask me who the hell am I talking to? No, like.
But what causes that imbalance in that thing? Because now it seems like the other side is this fun, whereby you don't answering. Okay, I think it differs from relationship to relationship, but you still have a life. Let's say, okay, you still have a life besides this one that we have. We are in a relationship, right? I still have to, being called by my friends. I can still go with my friends, have fun, without you nagging me. Oh, you're always going out with friends, and because you just go and be like, no, she can't ask me.
That's what I'm saying. That it's not wanting to be accountable.
Okay.
You don't want to be questioned. You don't want to explain.
But why do we have to explain when we are in a relationship?
I think you have to be, you for me.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, I feel like if we're going to be in a relationship, then we are trying to build a life together. Right? We cannot build a life together when I don't know what's happening in your life. Right? So at the end of the day, I need to be informed. And also, relationships also come with security. Like, I have to feel secure. I have to feel, okay, this person that I'm with is here with me, and whatever it is that we have agreed on, right, which is that we are building together, we are still in line with that. You understand? So
100%.
Yeah, so honestly, things like spending time together, like, you have to spend time with me. Like, if you don't, I will ask you. And so that's where the explaining comes in. I'll ask you, okay, but we're trying to build. And in order for us to build, there has to be certain things that happen. There has to be trust. There has to be time that we spend together. There has to be a level of commitment. You commit to things with me and you do them. But with friends with benefit, for instance, I can say I'm coming. And then I'm like, Ishio, Azangkon. You can't blame me for that. We're not in a relationship. You understand? But with someone that I'm trying to build with, I cannot consistently keep disappointing them when we are trying to build. Otherwise, I will ask you, okay, wait, let's backtrack a bit, because this is what we had discussed initially when we started. Okay, you and I are trying to build, and these are the things that are important for us in our relationships. But I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not happening the same way as we agreed. What is going on? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so to some extent, like I'm saying, it's not necessarily that you are reporting and you are answering and whatnot. But if the goal is to grow together, then the things that we agree on have to be, what is this? They have to be, what is
Have
the
to
word
be
I'm looking
aligned.
for? They have to be executed in a sense, yes. So we have to act on what it is that we have agreed on. And if we don't, I have the right to ask you.
But don't you think other people go to an extreme when they are in relationships and be like wanting you to be here 24/7, asking you, okay, who's calling you, what is happening? You know those.
I think for it to come to a point where somebody consistently asks or doesn't want you to be with your friends or doesn't want you to go out, it means there's a misalignment here. First, because if you are able to give me your time, I'm not gonna worry. Oh, you're no, because I get what's due to me. I get all that. I'm satisfied. You understand?
Sure.
I could actually even be the one that says, "I bruh, like." I want gun back. I'm sure they need. I'm sure, like, I'm sure Shabalala misses you. You know? Why? Because you've taken care of home first. You understand? I don't feel neglected. But if you're going to, you always with your friends, like even when we plan that we're going to do things, if a friend says, if Shabalala says, oh, ish, Dana yazig lana. Then your first instinct is to go with Ushabalala. Then coming to me when we have made plans and we have agreed, then there's a misalignment, you know? So sometimes I feel like it's not necessarily that women are insecure or the man is insecure or they want you to be here all the time. Or it's not that. It's just that I'm complaining because you're not aligning with the brand that we are trying to create. You know, we've spoken about this. You're not carrying it out. So therefore, when I see you doing the things with other people that I expect you to do with me, I'm like, why is it so easy for him but then when he's supposed to spend time with me,
then when it comes to you, it tells you about time. I don't have time.
I don't have time. But when it's some other things, it's like, oh, like, he's there.
Yeah.
He's there all the time, you know?
Okay.
And sorry, SK. Yeah. And I think for me, and I think I've said this to you once, but see, when there's a certain feeling that we associate with a person. So, for instance, if I'm with you, I feel comfortable. I feel happy. I'm at my prime, you know? Human nature hunts for that feeling, right? And so when the need for that feeling arises in me, I want to be with SK because I know with Magno SK, like,
I get
you know what? It's nice,
sure.
you know? When I'm with my friends, I'm laughing all the time. I mean, I have a friend who given, and when we are together, I spend the most time with her, but we have the least pictures because we always so much in the moment. We are talking, we're having conversations. So I love that. Yeah. And if Given says Waza, I'm like, I'll make a plan. You understand?
Sure,
why?
Sure.
Because the feeling that she gives me fulfills me. You understand?
Sure.
So if you are in a relationship with me and you don't feel the need to spend time with me, that means that you don't associate any of those feelings with being with me, but you associate those feelings with being with your friends. So then I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, you know, this whole thing is tricky, because sometimes you, let's say, okay, ezinye izinto zikhozwa ezinye izinto ezenzakala kwi-relationship. Let's say in your relationship awukho happy manje, right? And uthola ukuthi reason bekuwuwe uqale wenza izinto ezisnacks and manje umama akasakuthembi, and we understand. So ezinye izinto ziqalwa wuwe ekugcineni bese kungabi mnandi ekhaya. Then when you get to amajita nishayiphi ubona abantu bajabulile, people are happy umnandini than emakhaya in most cases, yabo. So uthola ukuthi there's that imbalance, and sometimes we as people we forget ukuthi this is what happened in the past. We're looking at what's happening now and be like, what happened before kube mnandi? So my question to you is, would you, okay, while sticking to the topic, right?
Yes.
would you ever consider, or have you ever been in a friends with benefits type thing?
situation. I'm scared of those situations.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
No.
No.
Also, no, I'm a very. Can we have definition before we do anything?
Sure.
Can I know what's going on?
How about jealous straight? Which is like we are friends, but
No, I'll never.
we like
I'll
smashing.
never do that. It's not me. It's also, I think it also goes with.
Oh, sorry about the word smashing. Apparently, it's a wrong word. Apparently, in other podcasts, they almost cancel me. Yeah. Okay, you are having sexual intercourse. Sorry
Yes,
about
because
that.
that sounds very raw.
What smashing?
Very, yeah,
no,
it's like
but in that situation, you guys are smashing. You are not making love. You are smashing.
guys. Okay.
Okay, but
whatever
okay.
we call it, it's
Yeah.
sexual intercourse, guys. We're sleeping together.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I for me personally, Mina, I don't think I can.
Yeah.
Because one, I feel like I'm a bit fragile. Like I don't want to be left in a situation where I'm like, huh, what
She
just
should catch.
happened here?
She should catch.
Also,
My feelings.
I do honestly.
Yeah.
Which is why I guard a lot with who do I let into my life.
Sure.
Because I don't want, and immediately when I see, okay, this one is gonna go south, I leave. Like I'll distance myself, or I'll leave, or whatnot. Because for me, if I spend a lot of time with you,
Yeah.
and I see, okay, I like this.
Sorry,
Then-
before we go, Askis. Shabala, tell me penai the remote or on a lap. Hey, ne ambience, yeah, lel, yeah. How ambience? I say on a press on. Ha, sure. Okay, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. So, please. Continue, Askis.
Yeah. So I wouldn't put myself in those situations. Also, for me, I feel like sex is a sacred thing. It's not just something that you can play around with. Like you don't just give yourself to anyone because they happen to be here and they say they're your friend and whatnot.
Sure.
Even with relationships, like I'd like definition. Like I'm not saying Shelley, like old school, it's great, I would love that, but there has to be a point where we come in and say, oh, now we are in a relationship. You understand? Not we going with the flow.
Sobona khona omunye uthi unema problems endlini but uyafuna ukuba na.
Yeah, because I don't want to, like, the thing is, I don't want to wake up in a situation one day, I'm waking up and I'm thinking, me and this person have been spending time together, we've been doing whatever. And then you say to me, but we didn't,
Asikaze say.
yeah, like, I don't want those kind of situations. State your intentions, make them clear. Let's agree if we're agreeing. Let's disagree if we're agreeing, and we both know where we stand. Yeah. So I wouldn't. Have you been in there?
How table turns. Shawala.
Yes. Guys, SK's girlfriend is here, so.
All right, it's
Okay,
cool.
I'm going to
It's
do
cool.
that.
It's cool. No.
I'm gonna
No, I'll
move.
be honest. It's cool.
Uzong editor, uzong give.
No. Yeah.
mina ngendlela yami engazi izinto ngendlela engibhelela ngayo akathi umuntu mebuza umbuzo
Yeah.
bese wena ungawucabanganga lo mbuzo
Yeah. Bese yambuza.
because yena so now so about that situation ukuthi
Atumbuza.
asingumbuze
No, it's cool.
I think in jail.
It's cool.
Shabalala. I think in jail on the basis of this conversation. When we started, Ushabalala figure late, guys. We're still on podcast. Ushabalala figure late, guys. So Shabalala doesn't know that pre-recording.
Yeah.
He won't be honest because his girlfriend is here. That's why I'm saying
I'll be
that,
honest.
because
I'll be
you will
honest.
Be honest, ne?
I'll be honest.
Okay.
No, it's all about honesty, and
Honesty,
I'll be honest.
Please.
You know.
You
So
must have been a man.
friend. So friends with benefits. I have been in that situation, right? So, but now the tricky part, ivele. So, okay, I had this friend. Okay, it was back in the day. It was back in the day. Ne? So, anyways, so I'll tell you, Uguti, why would I say it's a dangerous situation,
Okay.
right? Because what happened was when we started this friendship, this friend of mine was like, okay, she had a friend before whom okay, then started ukuthi yazi ngiyakufuna kahle kahle. We are friends, but yeah, I want you. But she wasn't beyangekho lapho. She was like mad and that. So we started this friendship. She was like telling me about yonke le situation le ukuthi yazi ngiyekaba kwisimo siso. Hey lo muntu lo, hey mina mawungenza njalo, mina ngakukwatela vele.
Okay.
So from the word go, I wasn't there vele.
Yes.
Until later in life where she was like, kahle kahle yazi I have feelings for you.
Oh, she said it.
Yeah. So I was like, even if I had feelings for you, even before, bengengize ngwaphesiwe, you understand? Because you said 1, 2, 3, and she had forgotten about the whole situation. Guti what? But mina I caught that. Guti even if I see you, guti you are beautiful, or we can have a relationship. We're not going there because I value this friendship. You understand?
Yes.
So it was like. So the problem is, later in life, then you are in a relationship. How do you go about saying, okay, we are friends, but let's keep it at, because already you've
stepped the boundaries.
You understand?
Yes, you overstepped.
You've already said, Guti, you have feelings. That's different. It's not like let's have sex, man. We are friends. Let's just, it's not like it's not like that. You have feelings, and it's dangerous. Uzobona ngathi egcineni ngidlale ngawo. You understand? So that's the only situation engacabanga ngayo manje. Yes, it happened, but it was like very awkward.
And then what? How was the friendship after that?
The friendship kind of went sour because we were like not talking for isikhathi eside. We understand it. So it's tricky. It's very dangerous because it messed up the friendship. You understand? Because now there are feelings involved. But mina, I'm not saying bengakaze ngithi hey mara ufifi hey mara.
Yes.
But because ufifi what? Angibambezele lapho because I'm like hey I don't want to be incwadi zakhe ezimbi, understand?
Yeah.
So it happens, but in my opinion, friends with benefits is a very dangerous game. It's very dangerous because ekugcineni umuntu uzokuthanda kamampela vele. Uyakuthanda, and then when you're like, oh no, we are friends.
Of course. Also, like I said, in order for you guys to be friends, there's something that qualifies
exactly.
that. You understand?
Exactly.
And then on top of that, now we're sleeping together. So now, how do we not have feelings after that?
Yeah. Tina, as much as see ukuthi sibonakala ngathi we are not emotional beings, we are. It's just that now say hey. And another thing, into exo-distractor as umjita uthola ukuthi ngizoyibekisa kanjani, usuka ku girl number 1 ngithi udwena ke na uyashaya nje kuphela and move, uyashaya move. So usuka girl number 1 uya girl number 2 kusasa nini uya girl number 1. Yes, mawucabanga kahle, it won't give you that grab yokubamba ukuthi ke na so bamba my feelings, or you are emotional being because you're going from girl to girl to but there's something that happens while wenza ilento le. But let's say now friends with benefits, you're always having sex. I don't want to use the other word. You're always having sex with this person. Something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. Guwe as umjita. It's not like, I feel ukuthi in most cases, besides what society tells us, we are all the same emotionally, except for our physical beings. And nangendlela esikhuliswa ngayo i-society ngithi yakutshela ukuthi as indoda you mustn't cry as in. But yafika lawo my emotions ukuthi ukhala. So that means you are human. We are both humans. You understand? Yes, kukhona ezinye izinto mhlambe ezenzakalayo kuwe, mhlambe the hormones nani mhlambe ezihlukile from ezenzeka kimi, but ekugcineni emotionally we are human. You understand? So nathi siyakhetha thola ukuthi ngiyabona manje i-friend with benefit yami seyahamba seyothola umuntu uthola ukuthi wena so awusayingena indaba yami.
Of course.
You understand? So busy nomuntu wakho nanani. So but yeah, it's a very tricky game.
It's a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, but can you okay, now friends with benefits
Sure.
out the way.
Yeah.
Can we have opposite sex friends of the opposite sex, if I may put it like that, without, because I was actually listening to Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
And he was saying.
This Steve Harvey. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was saying,
Yeah.
Gucci, your male friends are not friends.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they'll say your friends, you're in a friendship, but
Sure.
once you give them an opportunity to do something with you,
Ah,
they
again.
will.
Ngena nezivalo. Again. True. It's true.
So
though.
ultimately, then we can't call it genuine friendship.
Yeah.
Then it means, we can't be friends with the opposite sex,
Yeah,
because, I mean, if I'm friends with you,
Yeah.
I'm seeing you as you're my friend.
Yeah.
And so I don't see that at any point I'll be sleeping with SK or whatnot.
So the problem is if you like Tenny, you look at your partner. Sometimes, let's say we are in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm not available. Sometimes I'm not emotionally available. Sometimes, I'm not doing the things that your friend is doing. Tell what your friend, na ukhulekile maka nawe ukhulekile, like super khulekile vele, great. And you look at your partner, you look at your friend, you're like, Mara le montu lona, man. Yes, he's a good guy, Mara. You understand? Then you start developing those feelings. He's always there, and he's the guy. Like, axoxela ngegirlfriend yakhe athi, hey, siyaphuma namhlanje, I bought her flowers or whatever, and uyabuka lo wakho time, man. Then there's something that can shift, or might shift kuwe and be like, mara lo is a good guy, yes. If ngazitholela yena, and uthola ukuthi, and it can happen nakithi as a machita, but Tina ukhumbule, naturally Tina, we are chasers. I don't know, they call
Hunters.
Hunters. Yabo. So when we see a woman, something happens to us. Okay, should happen to us. You understand?
Not all women though, right?
Not all women, obviously, yes. But we okay, obviously you hunt for your type. Yeah.
Whatever resonates with you.
Yeah. So it's highly it's possible. Okay, empilweni siphila manje, it's possible that you can be friends forever and ever, nan. But at some stage, or some people develop feelings along the way. Unfortunately, they develop feelings. Uthola ukuthi at first it qale vele kuthiwa genuinely we are friends.
We are friends.
Yabo? So it's tricky.
So then we can say you can't be friends with the opposite sex.
We can give
Genuine.
we can give it a percentage.
Genuine.
Let's just go 80-20.
I remember someone saying, what do you mean 80-20?
20% can, okay, maybe more than maybe more than 80, maybe it's 90. 90 cannot.
Yeah.
90 cannot. The 10%, they can try and be friends, but 90 cannot.
So 90% of the population.
We
no.
can just randomly.
It's interesting because I'm asking this question because of Steve Harvey and
Yeah.
because I've once heard someone saying this thing that you guys are doing with being friends with the opposite sex. Have you ever heard your mother saying Have you ever heard that? No.
Abo male bestie.
Exactly.
Sure. Bestie. Yeah, male bestie.
Exactly. And you've never heard your dad say to your mom,
Yeah.
you
You understand? And I ihlale kahle, angeke ihlale kahle ku boyfriend yakho. Ithi isayobona usonto okay, usonto, yeah. Yeah. Ithi isayobona usonto isuka kuwe uyabona usonto. And usonto hot muhlu usonto.
You know, guys, I don't even think ukuthi it has anything to do with like how the next, okay, maybe to a certain extent, yes, or how the next person looks or whatnot. But like the fact that you're leaving me here
Yeah, and going to see
another female.
we're having
Like-
lunch with usonto. Yeah.
I mean,
It's tricky, ne?
it's tricky. And I feel like there has to be an extensive amount of trust between you and your partner to allow that situation to happen. Another thing, Futi, that is tricky is that when you do raise your concerns,
Yeah. How?
the level of defense that comes from the other party
Yeah.
becomes a problem. Because we can talk about it. It's like, okay, you have but that's what I'm saying. There has to be security. Like, trust has to be proper sealed
Yeah.
in the relationship in order
Yeah.
for that to happen, right?
Sure.
And then I lost my train of thought.
Sorry. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. But
I
yeah,
lost my train of thought.
anyways, to be frank about the whole thing, friends with benefits, let's start there. It's highly impossible to be friends with benefits and iphelele lapho, right? Someone is gonna get hurt, someone uzokhala ekugcineni, someone uzokhetha my feelings, and that's that. It happens. And also, to be honest, playing around with ucansi is actually, when we are being frank, it's not something you just play around ngayo and expect to be okay. Yabo? As ushilo ukuthi, we must define ukuthi simepi. Are we dating? Because generally you would have sex with someone whom you with a relationship with, right? You don't just decide which I know, because ekugcineni you can have sex with anyone just because uthi mawuthi wena again no strings attached. There's something lapho.
Also, I have a question in terms of that, like the you have sex with someone that you're in a relationship with.
Yeah.
Does a relationship qualify us to have sex?
Naturally, I'd say yes.
Because for me,
But
personally,
I think it also depends on ukuthi ninjani kwi relationship yenu.
but remember now we get into a relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
we spend a bit of time together.
Yeah.
We establish that, okay, we like each other, we want to be together and
Yeah.
whatnot, right? And then we get into a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So does it mean from the moment that I say yes, I am saying yes
can.
with my body, yes with I struggle with that.
No, I'd say no. Not just because so uvumile, then ukuthi sibe ku relationship, then it's yabo. I think there's that part where we agree on being in a relationship. Then there's a part where that's why you'd find people, but yes, I'm in a relationship with you, but I'm not ready to engage in sexual
Okay.
for whatever reason. Something
I don't
happened.
want to at
Yeah.
all.
You just don't feel like you are ready, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Okay.
There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's something wrong. Personally, I don't think there's something wrong. As long as we know ukuthi you let's say mina ngithi yonke into yami right, I'm ready for you, but you take your time and be ready. And when you're telling me ukuthi I'll never be ready. Yes, we are in a relationship, but I'll never be ready. So for me now, it doesn't work. Then I'll
Okay.
have to like
Okay.
vibe, you understand?
Yeah.
Than ukuthi ngiloko
Yeah.
ngikupushele entweni ongafuna ukuyenza. Mhlambe for whatever reason lo
Yes.
obhekane nayo, but I'll have to like leave.
Yeah, which is okay. Also,
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm raising it, because at the end of the day, like I will tell you
Yeah.
how I prefer things being done, or what I don't want to do in
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
relationship or whatnot, and then you'll tell me, okay, that's fine. We can go with your
Your way or whatever.
yeah, your way. We can abstain until marriage, or we can
Yeah.
abstain until a certain point, or whatever the case might be.
Sure.
But if you can't, also, you're like, look, I'm not going to be able to. This is too much for me. And then you leave. And I think I prefer it that way, because then it's like, oh, okay, I was you didn't try to push me. You didn't try to
Sure.
convince me. You knew who you are, or how you are, or what you prefer.
Yeah.
And you're not imposing that on me. You're also saying, okay, I respect that you don't want to, or I respect that you want to now and I don't want to, or whatever the situation is, but I respect your decision. And I feel like from the other party as well, it should be, I respect your decision, and then you decide, you go, you stay,
Yeah.
or
It's up to you.
Whatever. I know.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know
But
how. Okay, sorry.
Friends with benefits doesn't work.
It doesn't work, ne? It's dangerous. But yeah, I don't know how far we are. We are trying to make it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much. I think we are done. Shabalala, anything?
We are done.
Friends with benefits. Do you want
He's
some?
great.
Friends with benefits levels. But yeah, thanks you
Yeah.
guys. Please subscribe, like,
comment, share,
share.
interact with us in the
Yeah.
comment section.
For sure,
We love
for sure.
to hear from you.
Oh yeah.
How
we
do you
outta
feel
here.
about friends with
Benefits?
benefits?
Yeah.
Let us know. How do
Do
you
you
feel
think-
about friends with benefits?
Have you-
Have you been in that situation and how did it end up?
Did it work for you?
Yeah, did it
Some
work?
people say
Maybe
it's
it does work, yeah, because I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's people who end up like getting married and building a whole family from
From
that
friends with
situation.
benefits. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I
But-
mean, if it could happen only if we catch together.
Mm,
You understand?
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
let's
Ah,
make
fair,
it an
that's
official
how-
relationship. You hear all the time.
Yeah.
All the time anyway. Maybe you hear all the time. You
Yeah.
never anywhere else. You hear all the time anyway. So let's make it official and then.
Friends with benefits. So be our subscriber with benefits. Let's go. Let's push it. Peace.
outie.
We're out of here, man.